What do libraries want? They want relevance. They want to make a difference. We care. How do we use this new technology to make this stuff work well? How do we throw our pebbles into the water and have that ripple effect happen right through the whole community? Can we observe our users to see what they really want? I sit behind double mirrors. I walk around in trench coats looking like a pervert through universities. I watch over people's shoulders in information commons and learning commons all over the place. I've done it with lawyers, I've done it with doctors. I was able to reduce the death rate in one hospital by 10% using new technologies. There are things we can do that make a difference, and it comes from observing our users. Do they want to search? No. Roy Tennant quotes me all the time saying, users don't want to search, they want to find. Librarians are disappointed when we find stuff because it means we got to start again. It's like private detectives. I found the husband in flagrante delicto, now I got to get a new client. I got the photos. So it's not search. What do they really want? It's not really find either. It's context. I want to have a good life. I want to be entertained. I don't want to be bored. That's our fiction collections and our DVD entertainment collections. Or I want to learn. I know that I can make my life better and my kids' life better if I do my e-learning course and get my certificate or get my degree. And if I'm the sole wage earner, I want to do that. Or I know that I can sustain my family if I can reorient my career in a different way. Where am I going to find help? How am I going to do that? Where in my community is anybody helping me with that? It's been our tradition. Do we truly understand their goals? When was the last time you asked in your community what they're doing and how they're doing it and how it would help? If they can't get broadband to the home, can you tell them how to do that? If their kid's off in Iraq, can you tell them you can serve them? There's lots of things we do. If their kid's at university, their card works from anywhere. It's not the whiz-bang gadgets, shiny tools, or raw technology. It's the human condition about how we move forward, how we achieve what we want to do. Look at the discovery and ideas that we're working with in our world. You know, there's the space shuttle flying across the surface of the sun. I was amazed they could take that picture, but it's also, look at the technology that does. There's the space station going across it. The Canadian is up there right now. The guy who founded Cirque du Soleil, he's got a big red nose. He's the first clown in space. It's what you can do with $25 million. The Human Genome Project. They thought it was going to take 50 years to map the human genome. It took less than 5 because the internet allowed people to collaborate on a massive scale. In this part of the world, you know, we got the animal genome. They just mapped the whole cow, right? Very quickly. Cows probably big important to this space. The mouse genome. The encyclopedia of life, and every single living animal is being put into this encyclopedia out of Woods Hole in Massachusetts and around the world. The human brain map, and as we deal with functional magnetic resonance imaging and how the brain matches stuff. You look at stem cells, which unfortunately the Nobel Prize didn't go to the stem cell people from Canada yesterday. Cloning. My friend clones things. When he was 23, he got his second PhD. He's scary smart. But he has built a pig where he's attached the human genome to it, and the pig has 50 ears, human ears growing off its back. And his ultimate goal is to have human pancreases grow off the back so we can create a natural insulin farm. Interesting. Nanotechnology and being able to build computers into our bloodstream. Streaming media, the seed bank. There's some of the functional magnetic resonance things we're doing about how we understand how the brain adapts information offline when we see things. Where is the brain storing information and retrieving it when it's viewing it or listening or generating verbs or speaking? How many of you have computers in your libraries where you can't hear the sounds coming out of it because you've turned off the speakers? And do we decide that auditory learners we don't serve? Here's the eye movement stuff we've been doing where they use the eyeball glue software and I track their eyes on how they do stuff. The one on the right is a grade 4, 5, and 6 kid, and they don't go below the fold on the page. So if you put anything below the fold, bad idea. So all of our products that are for those folks do that stuff. The middle one is grade 7, 8, and 9, and the far one is upper high school, when they start to use the full Jacob Nielsen's rules on how things work. We've published it. There's the learning styles. But this is an opportunity summit. It's not just about luck. Luck is the opportunities you create for yourselves. You've been given a great gift from Bill and Melinda Gates and the State Library partnering to make sure that you can get money and you can get resources and support to make stuff happen. If you don't, then for all intents and purposes, you've made a choice for your community to fall behind. And I can't say it any blunter than that because it's actually the truth. And if you get the right people together with the right kind of attitude and move forward, then things get better. You get a community that works. You make sure they're having the conversations that work. If somebody's locked in their home because they have a disability or whatever, they can still move ahead and still be better. They can build the relationships. You can make the community network work. You can have a positive life. Everybody can get what they need. They can get alerted to what's happening. They can make the connection with better connectivity than some of us have now. We can personalize it so they can make, everybody can be unique. Everybody doesn't have to be the same in this world. And I'm a huge believer in personalization and being a little bit of a nut. Our communities don't want to be limited. They don't want us to limit them. They want us to create portals for them to expand their lives and be part of the bigger world. If you like knitting patterns, it's much better to have broadband and get the knitting patterns from everybody in the world than just in your community. You may be the best knitter in the world, but is your library a dead-end site? Is the website a dead end? Is your collection a dead end? Have you connected all this stuff to work? We can make sure we lock it up with all sorts of stuff, but it doesn't work. It's a matter, I'm just going to split through to the end because I've already, these are all here. That's the one I wanted to make. Okay, there, oops, sorry. Now don't move it. This is my metaphor for what are good libraries, what are bad libraries. A bad library folds their arms and say, oh, tut, 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 that kid's going to slice his ass off. They don't know how to use the internet. They don't know how to set safety mechanisms. They don't have the good information literacy skills. And then there's the good libraries, the good communities, the ones that actually work, that run up, grab that kid and said, let me show you how to do this in a better way. Look ahead to what's happening. Look ahead to what it means to put your birth date on a website. Look ahead to what it means to put a picture of yourself up doing that. And we'll train you. Make sure you're working better. Grow up from books, where and when they need it. Understand that the next step is far bigger than the broadband connection to an institutional framework, communities, governments, libraries. The next step is where we're moving and where it's going to be different. There's a phone showing a full video off the phone. There's a credit card with full broadband connectivity. You can surf on the size of a credit card. So if you're not ready for what we're asking you to do now, your community is going to have some serious shifting problems. And I'll just skip through this. Sorry, they got me giving the stop sign, so I just want to get to the last slide. Make progress, head yourself towards success. These are exciting times. Choose between having a dynamic and exciting future vision or longing for a nostalgic past. What's at the heart of libraries? Learning, interaction, community, innovation, passion, and progress. You're being given an opportunity here to participate in, ahead of the rest of the country, a project that will fundamentally change the opportunity set for your communities. You will no longer be the poorer cousins to the big cities, the poorer cousins to the north, the poorer cousins to university kids. You will be the equal, equitable access to what's going on. The internet has progressed now to its infancy. Let's help it grow up. And I'm just going to skip through this. You can create the third path. You can reach your full potential by re-energizing your libraries. The world's going to change with or without you, so you might as well get ready. You have to sit by the side of a river a very long time before a roast duck will fly into your mouth. There's lots we can do to actually create the future. Matter of fact, as Alan Kay says, the best way to predict the future is just to invent it ourselves. Let's have the future we want, the future with a safe internet, where everybody gets to live the lifestyle they want, where they want, but has equitable access to the world at large. What's at the heart of libraries? I hope it's you. Thank you.